Hey guys, Steve Passanelli here with Tech Savvy Agent, and I'm here with Scott Pierce with Listings to Leads. How you doing, Scott?
Hey, Steve, doing good. Thank you.
Great. Well, Scott has a fantastic service that he's a part of here, and whenever I go into real estate offices locally in my area or I travel around the country, Listings to Leads actually comes up a great deal of time. So I have Scott on the line here today so he can talk about some of the new enhancements to Listings to Leads. And if you're not familiar with who they are, we're going to go through that as well. So Scott, why don't you take it away?
Hey, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me show what we got going on here. As you said, we're in a ton of offices around the country, different brokers, and great results from most of our clients. But we're finding that a lot of people were having a hard time creating the template that they're going to put up to Craigslist with. So what we've come out with is a template building wizard, and at the same time, we've got now 7 optional free landing pages that we're integrating with the templates. So now, do you see my computer screen here with the template wizard?
Yep, looks good.
Okay. So before, even getting a banner up on their Craigslist ads was a little bit cumbersome for some agents. So we've now got all the colors from the different brokerages. You can choose a file, upload a logo, preview, and you just get yourself a banner in about 3 seconds.
Now, Scott, and not to cut you off here, but for those of our readers out there who aren't that familiar with your service, you just don't post to Craigslist. You have a syndication service that'll take advertisements and call to actions and a deliverable and post it all over, correct?
Yeah, what we do is we kind of look at ourselves as a non-automated syndication platform. So, for example, our partner ListHub typically syndicates our clients' listings to like Trulia, Zillow, all the other different websites, Oodle, and so on.
Right.
But as far as getting it to Realtown, as far as getting it up to Craigslist, if you want to get it up on Active Rain, if you want to get it up on other of these non-automated syndication websites, then that's where we come in. So we've got the one-click post to Craigslist. We've got a one-click post to Realtown, to all the different social media websites. And our model is very different, where all the links that surround your listing go back to you. And that's what's driving all of the traffic and leads for our clients.
Great. And these new the new features you just released make this easier. So
not only does it make it easier, but it makes it a lot more powerful because, again, most agents and even brokers' websites don't do the best at capturing leads. They may have the information that people want, but as far as actually capturing leads, it's a little bit suspect.
Right.
So if you see my screen here on step 2, we've now got, these are all landing pages or stealth websites, depending on how you want to call it.
Right.
To activate them into our clients' ads now, all they got to do is check a box right here. And once you check that box and hit next, it's going to automatically integrate each one of these into my ad that will go up on Craigslist as an active link back to that landing page.
Great.
So I'll show you what that looks like here. I'm just going to hit save. You just type in the areas that you want, hit next, and on this screen I can reorder any of the things I want here. I'm going to hit next. And now one of the nice things is we still have the ability to put in custom links. So if somebody has a great website, you don't need to use our landing pages, but now the default is going to be much higher than it ever was before for people.
Right.
I can link up my Facebook fan page, and I can now upload new images. But here's the beauty: graphics really drive traffic. So we've got the graphic for the foreclosed website, and it's automatically linked. So I didn't have to put in a graphic. I don't have to link it. For home value, it's the same thing. We got the graphic. We got the link automatically. So.
And that's huge, and that's huge for the agents out there because a lot of times, there are so many different places to advertise, and the agents think, oh, okay, great, I'm advertising in all these different places, but their call to action isn't as strong. And if they don't have a call to action that's as strong as these, they can just implement the free tools that you have enabled within the system.
That's right. And I mean, most websites allow you no call to actions.
Yeah.
Most websites where your listings are at. And you definitely want your listings on all those websites, but you just don't have any call to actions. And so our tool, whether, again, Craigslist, Facebook, Realtown, Active Rain, we're now giving you a bunch of call to actions. And so, here's that template I just created. All my information would go right into here. And let's just actually look at one of the actual ads as it would look up on any of these websites. And we'll look at one right here and we'll see what the actual pictures look like and all the information. And typically, like I said, we get all this data coming in directly from either the MLS or our partner List Hub.
Right.
So all the detailed information. But now let's just take a look. So we got the foreclosure landing page, homes for sale in Fort Lauderdale. So this was automatically created by our system. I didn't have to go buy a domain. We've got some custom video here for this client that they can play, and it's a beautiful video of Fort Lauderdale. And this is going to help increase conversion because, I'm looking at a gorgeous video of Fort Lauderdale. I mean, it makes me want to move. I just fill out my information. And again, this is better than what most agents or brokers have in their current websites.
Right.
So, and as we know, landing pages convert more than websites on average.
Now, if an agent had, can they just remove one of the pages, use 6 of them, and then add, for example, like a market snapshot into that page that you just had up? Would that be feasible, or is it an all or none scenario?
No, they can definitely add. So we offer 7, so they can add 3 and use 4 of their own.
Okay.
We don't want to replace Market Snapshot or anything like that because you can put Market Snapshot actually in your website. But again, a lot of people don't have Market Snapshot.
Sure.
So for those people, but yeah, if you got Market Snapshot, use that under the custom under the custom links, and you'll be good to go.
So which one's your favorite link? Which one seems to be generating the most amount of interest that the agent should 100% have if they're using your solution?
I think the foreclosure one is really good. We got the short sales. I'll tell you what. To be honest, all of them are because. Every market's going to be a little bit different, but
sure.
The foreclosure one is doing a lot of business. But when our clients are putting up these videos like this, and then I just had the other one there that we just put up for a client. Let me see if I can get back to that. So for example, under the home values, you can actually put up a video that relate to home values in your market area. So again, they're all good. I mean, and again,
great.
We're asking for it's very easy to complete these. So I think it's going to be a huge hit for a lot of our clients. But again, like you said, a lot of tech savvy agents have some of this stuff. So we want to be able to let them integrate what they've already got with what we now offer them.
Absolutely. Well, any last words here for us, Scott? Words of wisdom before we?
Yeah, you know what? 2 great tips on Craigslist, and I'm going to send you one of them.
Okay.
One is and these are both from our clients that have come to me and told me this. One of them told me, do not put the price in your ad on Craigslist. That he gets, in fact, he did A/B testing and got more calls when he did not put in the price.
Interesting.
So that's one tip. The second tip is put symbols in your title on Craigslist. So there's a way that you can put some different symbols in the Craigslist title. And I'm going to send this to you so that you can put up on your website.
Okay, great.
And I had another client that came to me with that idea. And he said, hey, Scott, I get a lot of traffic, I think. He did some testing as well. And he said the ads with the symbols get more traffic.
Huh. Why do you think that is?
I think they just stand out more. I mean, there's so many. What you don't want to do is put the address as your Craigslist title because that gets the fewest amount of clicks because people say, I don't want to live on that street. If you've got the street showing, it just kills your views. Yeah. So at a minimum, at a default, take the first 5 to 6 words of the property description and put that as your title. Okay. If you have the ability to add a couple of symbols, like we'll show you how to do later, put those in there, and then take out the price. And I think you'll see your views and your leads will increase.
Great. Well, those are 2 excellent tips, and we'll be sure to put that up on our website here. Again, we have Scott Pierce with Listings to Leads. I recommend checking out his product, his system. It's excellent. I've heard excellent reviews all across the country about it, and I want to thank you for joining us today, Scott.
Hey, my pleasure, Steve. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye. All right.